Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to your English online class. Hope you all are fit and fine. So, my dear students, today we will study chapter number 10, Don Quixote and the Barber. So, students, today's chapter is about a novel character, Don Quixote, and he was the main character of a novel written by a famous Spanish writer, Miguel de Cervantes, and his novel Don Quixote became very much famous, and it is among one of the finest works of English literature. And today's chapter is an extract from this novel. So let's start to know who was Don Quixote and a bit more about his life. So students, as usual at the start of this chapter, also an activity is given in which you have to share your experiences about the mistakes which you have made because of a misunderstanding. For example, when you mistook a person for someone else, or when you took something belonging to someone else by mistake, and you also have to tell how did you correct that mistake. And why this activity is given here? Because today's chapter Don Quixote and the Barber, in this chapter the hero of the story Don Quixote makes a big mistake, and let's start our chapter to know what mistake he makes. The stories of Don Quixote were written by a Spanish writer, Cervantes, who lived about 500 years ago. In a Spanish village called La Mancha lived a certain gentleman. All day long and even through the night he read exciting stories about brave knights who lived in the olden days. He thought so much about knights that he began to imagine he was a knight himself. From his store he fished out some rusty armor, a broken helmet, and a crooked lance, and gave himself a grand name, Don Quixote. So students, the first para of this chapter tells us about Don Quixote, that this man Don Quixote used to live in a village of Spain named La Mancha, and this man was a gentleman. Gentleman means an honorable man or a respected man. And students, this gentleman Don Quixote was very much fascinated or very much interested in the stories, in reading stories of brave knights. Knights means soldiers, so he was very much interested in reading the stories of soldiers who used to live in olden times. And all day, night and long he keeps on reading the stories of soldiers, and he read so much stories that he himself started imagining as a soldier. He started thinking himself that he is also a brave soldier. So students, after this Don Quixote started imagining himself as a brave soldier. He went to his store, and from that he took out a rusty armor. Rusty means covered with rust, and armor means body cover made up of metal, which the soldier in olden times used to wear to protect themselves from weapons. And students, besides this rusty armor, this Don Quixote took out a broken helmet and a crooked lance also. Crook means twisted, and lance means you can say a spear. You can see in the image also he is having a crooked lance, twisted spear. It is also a kind of weapon. So students, after gathering all the essential things which a soldier must have, that is a rusty armor, broken helmet and a crooked lance, this gentleman, whose real name was Alonso, gives himself a grand new name also, which was Don Quixote. So here we comes to know about his behavior a bit, what kind of man he was. Let's study further to know what happened next. Next, Don Quixote looked for a squire, for in the old days a knight always had a squire to attend to him. He met a plump and friendly peasant by the name of Sancho Panza, who agreed to be his squire. So students, these lines tells us that after gathering some essentials which a soldier must have, this gentleman Don Quixote searched for a squire. Squire means, you can say, an assistant of a soldier. He looked for an assistant because in the olden times soldiers always used to have assistant with them. And as Don Quixote was imagining himself also as a soldier, so he looked for an assistant also. And finally he met a farmer. Peasant means farmer. He met a farmer whose name was Sancho Panza and who was plump and friendly. Plump means fatty, or you can say short and fatty, who was plump and friendly, and the name of this farmer was Sancho Panza, and he agreed to be the assistant of this gentleman Don Quixote. Now let's read the next para. Then the two set off in search of adventure. Don Quixote rode his old mare, which he grandly called Rocinante, and Sancho Panza followed on his grey mule Dapple. So students, after this gentleman Don Quixote finds an assistant for himself, they both started their journey in search of some adventure. Adventure, you can say something exciting. So they started their journey, and in this para we come across two other characters of this novel Don Quixote. First is Rocinante, who was Don Quixote's mare, you can say female horse, and the second is Dapple, who was Sancho Panza's donkey. Mule means donkey. So these two, Don Quixote and his assistant Sancho Panza, started their journey on their horse and donkey. Now let's read further on the next page. After a few adventures, Sancho Panza realized that his master was an unusual man, perhaps even a little mad. So students, they both went to find adventures, and after having few adventures in their journey, this assistant Sancho Panza realized that his master, or his you can say brave knight master, was an unusual man. Unusual means strange. He was a strange man and maybe a little mad. So this assistant realized this thing now, while the readers realize this thing on reading the very first para of this chapter. Anyways, let's read the next para. One day they arrived at a forest between two villages. Now these neighboring villages were so small that they shared the same barber. As it happened, the barber was coming down the road on horseback from the opposite direction. On his head he had placed a large brass bowl, which was not a strange action if you consider that the bowl sheltered the barber from the sharp sun. It was a well-polished bowl, and it gleamed like gold and reflected the sun in flashes. The barber trotted along dreamily, humming to himself. So students, this para tells us that one day while Don Quixote and Sancho Panza were on their adventure journey, they arrived at a forest, and this forest was between two villages, and those two villages were so small that these two villages have only one barber. Who is a barber, students? Yes, a barber is a person who cuts hair or who make hairs. So while they were going, they saw a man who was actually the barber of those two villages, and this barber was coming down the road on his horse, and he was coming down from the opposite direction of these two, Don Quixote and his assistant, and on his hat this barber was wearing a bowl which was very well polished, and that's why it was shining like a gold. And why this barber was wearing this bowl? Because maybe he was protecting himself from sun rays. Now you must be thinking the same question, that what barber was doing with the bowl. So let me tell you students that in previous times there used to be a haircut which was named as bowl haircut. So in such type of haircut, barber used to put the bowl on the head of the people to make haircut. So they use bowl as a cutting guide. So this barber was also carrying a bowl with himself, a brass bowl with himself, and he was going quickly. Trotted here means going quickly, and humming means singing with closed lips. He was you can say lost in his old world. He was going quickly, singing to himself. Now let's read the next para. At the sight of the man on horseback, Don Quixote became most excited. He pointed in the direction of the barber on horseback. Sancho, can you see what I see? Students, on seeing the person coming or seeing that barber coming, this gentleman Don Quixote became very much excited, and he asked his assistant Sancho that, can you see what I am seeing? Now let's read further. Yes, master, that is a barber on horseback. So when he asked Sancho, can you see what I am seeing? To which his assistant replied, yes, master, I can see, and that man on horseback is a barber. Now let's read the next lines. You are a fool, exclaimed Don Quixote. Have you not heard of the great Mambrino, who owned a golden helmet with magic powers? Mambrino died, and his magic helmet was stolen by evil men. Don Quixote now got so excited that he jumped up and down on his horse. That villain has Mambrino's golden helmet. See how it shines in the sun. So students, when Sancho Panza said to his master that yes, that man is a barber, this Don Quixote said to him that you are a fool, Sancho, because this man is not a barber but he is Mambrino. Now who is Mambrino? So students, Mambrino was a fictional king. Fictional, you can say an imaginary king who used to have a golden helmet, and that helmet had magical powers. And when this Mambrino died, his golden helmet, was stolen by some evil or some wicked men. And this Don Quixote mistook that barber as a thief or as a person who have stolen Mambrino's helmet, because that bowl which was on barber's head, it was shining so much, and it was resembling a lot like a Mambrino's helmet or a golden helmet. So Don Quixote became very much excited on seeing that bowl, or you can say helmet. Now let's read further. But master, pleaded Sancho Panza, he is only a barber and he is carrying an ordinary shaving bowl on his head. Students, on hearing the you can say baseless talks of his master, Sancho Panza tried to plead, means argue or request his master that no, you are mistaken and you are wrong. That is only a barber carrying a shaving bowl on his head. Now let's read further. Don Quixote turned pale with anger. You are a stupid peasant who doesn't understand anything but turnips and cabbages. That man has stolen the great Mambrino's helmet, and I, Don Quixote, am going to take it from him. So students, when this Sancho Panza tried to convince his master that he is not the person he is thinking, but he is just a barber, to which this Don Quixote became very much angry. He started shouting on that Sancho Panza, and he said that you are very stupid, you are very foolish, you don't know anything, because you are a peasant farmer, you are a farmer, so you know only about vegetables like turnips and cabbages, you don't know anything else. And that man is not a barber, but he is that person who has stolen the Mambrino's magical helmet, and I am Don Quixote is going to take that helmet from that thief or from that man. Now let's read the next lines. Saying this, Don Quixote lifted his crooked lance in the air, dug his heels into his horse, and charged at the barber. At the sight of this angry old man galloping towards him, waving a crooked lance, the barber decided to flee. The brass bowl fell to the ground as he leapt off his horse and escaped into the forest. And students, then this Don Quixote lifted his crooked lance and he started galloping. Galloping means running towards that barber. And when barber saw an angry old man coming towards him, running and with a crooked lance in his hand, this barber decided to flee. He was very much scared, so he decided to flee. Flee means run away. He decided to run away, and so the barber quickly leapt. Leapt means jump. He jumped off his horse and he went away into the forest. While he was running into the forest, escaping into the forest, his brass bowl fell onto the ground. Now let's read the next para. Don Quixote picked up the bowl with loving hands and immediately put it on his head. The enormous bowl covered his eyes and ears, and his proud voice could be heard only dimly behind it. At this funny sight, Sancho burst out laughing. "What are you laughing at, Sancho?" said Don Quixote. "I was just thinking what a big head the owner of the helmet had," said Sancho. So students, what this Don Quixote did next, he picked up that bowl of that barber and he put that bowl on his head, and that bowl was so enormous. Enormous means very huge. The bowl was very huge, so it covered you can say half the face of Don Quixote, and his voice could be heard dimly means faintly behind that bowl. And on seeing that funny sight, this Sancho started laughing. And when he started laughing, this Don Quixote asked him that, "Sancho, why are you laughing?" To which Sancho replied that he gives a very you can say sarcastic reply, that I am laughing because I am thinking about the head of the owner of this helmet, because the helmet is so enormous, so huge. How huge or big head of the owner might be. So students, here ends our chapter. It's a kind of, you can say, a short humorous story. Hope you must have comprehend. We'll meet you on the next turn. Till then, take care and keep learning.